I sure hope you're not touching those quilts.
Touchy, touchy.
Holy. Okay. Reno, Nevada. Every year I like to take a trip in June out to Reno, Nevada to visit my parents because it usually falls right around my mom's birthday and Father's Day and the Reno Quilt Show. It's a win-win, right? Well, last year in 2021, I actually worked the Reno Quilt Show, so I didn't get to do a lot of filming because, well, I was kind of working at my booth. But this year in 2022, I decided that I'm just going to go as a patron and I'm going to film it. So I kidnapped my foster mom who lives in the area, Rhoda, who is also a quilter and an amazing sewing artist. I mean, she won't admit that, but she really is. And then I dragged my husband along because he had never been to a large quilt show before. Now, if you've never been to the Reno show, it is considered more of a regional show. There were people there and visiting and booths that were there from Washington State, from California, Oregon, all over the West Coast. So it was really nice to see. And actually, this was their first year in the convention center, which was really nice because that means that the show is growing. And more people are coming with the most amazing quilt displays and the most amazing products and fabrics and gadgets and all kinds of fun stuff. And wait till you see the Quiltmobile. Okay, so as we're walking through the place, I had so much fun. And I'm going to tell you what, it's so funny because now that I've been doing the blog and the YouTube show for a little while, I'm starting to get recognized in quilting areas. And at one point, we were standing in front of the Sierra Sewing booth, and all of a sudden I hear my name, and I turn around, and oh my gosh, this woman comes at me and gives me a great big hug. It was awesome. It turns out that I had met her before when I was out here earlier in 2022 visiting. And anyway, it was just fun. So that never gets old. I really have to tell you, it's a lot of fun. I love getting to meet everybody out and about. And that's one of my favorite things about going to quilt shows and working the booths and even coming to guilds and giving lectures and workshops and stuff, because I love getting to meet everybody and talk with everybody. And what better place to do that than a quilt show? So let's go see the Reno Quilt Show. Okay, we are here at the Quilt Show Reno in Reno, Nevada 2022, and I'm going to show you all of the quilts. Well, as many as we can. All right, let's flip this thing around. Here we go. There's the husband type person and one of the moms right there. So this is one of the exhibits. These are kind of amazing, these eyeballs. All of the different techniques that they've used in these, not to mention the fabrics, but also things like fur and ribbon and buttons. It's really kind of amazing. You can kind of get mesmerized in them. On the other side, see if we can turn this here. We have the Princess Diana collection. This one was also in the Greenville show earlier this year. See what's the next exhibition. I think I've seen this one before. Oh, look at that tree. Hi, say hi, Rhoda.
Hi.
This is gorgeous. Look at the detail in that.
Incredible. And you wanna...
Ooh, it's a bird's nest.
Yes.
And the leaves. I'll zoom in on this. I love the leaf stitching they did in there.
And this is a yarn.
Yeah.
You want to touch.
Yeah, that's a no-no. We don't touch quilts.
I know. I know.
Although I haven't seen any quilt police, but I'm sure they're around. Yeah. Let's see. So this is called Fantasy Fiber Tree.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is very cool. All right, let me zoom out so we can get the whole thing. That's gorgeous. Oh, you're totally fine. That's very cool landscape. Yeah, look at the detail in there around the windows. That's very cool. And this one is Amsterdam. This is the Colorful World, and I am going to butcher her name, so I'm going to just zoom in on it because I really will if I try to pronounce it. There she is. Margin, I think her name is. I apologize greatly if that's not how you pronounce it. I gotta be careful I'm not running into people. It's gorgeous. She is one talented lady. Look at those gorgeous trees. Coming down. God, that reminds me of home back in Washington State. It's called, it's Lake Tahoe. How cool. Especially considering that's where we are in Reno. Lake Tahoe is not too far at all, actually. It's about, depending on which side of the lake, maybe an hour. Up Mount Rose Highway. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Lake Tahoe is definitely one of the reasons to come visit Reno. Oh, somebody's about to win something. I love this. Winter, spring, or is it no? Summer, fall, and winter. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, wow. This one's right up my alley. Traveling all around. Okay, so that's San Francisco. Is that Mount Rainier? I gotta check. What is that? No, it's in California. They're all California. Now I gotta figure out which mountain that is. And then of course we have the highway. Highway 1 goes along the coast there. How fun is that? I just love it. Okay, I just had to take a quick note here because I made my first purchase at the Quilt Show. So, not a quilt show, at this quilt show. My first purchase at this quilt show. We're having a good time. Okay, so I gotta tell you what I got. All right, so tell me how, isn't this cute? My husband has a thing for gnomes, and I'm on the gnome train. I know they're like super popular right now. So I had to purchase it. This is from the Whole Country Caboodle. And so I don't know when I'm going to get to it because, you know, that's why we buy patterns, right? To sit them on a shelf and look at them and tell ourselves that we're going to make them one day and then we never do. But I'm hoping to actually get this one made. So this is the booth. So this is the booth I purchased at. Just want to take a quick note there. Look at all these. Aren't these awesome? They have my Caesar. There's my Caesar. He's even got the white or the black patch around his eye.
I don't see the
Yeah, so this is a very, very cute booth. We're having a good time. Alright. And they even have sweet treats. Check this out. This is Terry Sue's Toffee and Treats. Because what quilt show would not be good without treats, right? Yes, I heard my name. Oh, okay. Oh, I see a frog. That means that I have to go see it because it's a frog. Oh, look at him.
Yes.
It's an aquatic frog at that. I love the swimsuit. The swimsuit makes it.
Yes.
It just wouldn't be the same without it. That's awesome. Oh, and more gnomes. God, look at the gnomes. I'm telling you, all these gnomes. That's super fun. This is, what booth are we in? I don't know. It's down there. I can't see it. Look at all these fun stuff.
Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? I want to touch it. I know.
Look at those mandalas. That's very cool. There's a lot. Look how beautifully they had. Oh, look at those orbs. Those are gorgeous. Those are fabric orbs. These, and they got the little jewels on them. See if we can get them to sparkle. No, the sparkle's not really picking up on the camera. But they have sequins on them that are supposed to sparkle. There we go. Got a little sparkle there. Oh, look at those fabric. That one right there. That one right there is amazing. Oh my gosh. Whoever set up this booth, like, kudos to them. Seriously, this is like amazing. I think they do this for a living. What do you think? Oh, look at this bag. Okay, yes, I'm addicted to making bags. You know, I'm starting to think that I just am addicted to making. Whoa! These are 3D. Was that Trapunto? I think. That is cool. Okay, now I'm inspired for bags. I'm gonna leave here with 8 million more projects on the to-do list, like every other quilter in this room. Okay, we are in Workman Farms. I'm gonna have to look them up.
This is what. Oh.
Yeah, I had to come down to see the sign. I couldn't. They need more than one sign in a booth this size. Oh, look at the little 3-yard cuts. Those are fun. The 3-yard quilts. Nice, nice, nice. Got some panels going over here. Very cool. Oh, look at these. I love little knickknacks. Oh, and the chicken. I gotta have the chicken. Hi. Did you design this booth and set it up?
Yes.
You did an amazing job. I just want to tell you that. This is awesome. Okay, I thought that this was a Quilts of Valor, but it's not. This is Fabric Chicks Quilts for Wounded Warriors and Veterans. This is cool. So, you have the quilts, of course. You see the quilts here. I love that one. I just love that center strip. Isn't that cool? It's a great twist on the log cabins too. And then we have, and of course, pineapples, and then here's the table. The two. Very cool. So about halfway through the show, we're kind of working our way, winding in and around the different booths, talking to people, finding amazing fabrics and patterns and all kinds of good fun stuff. I turn around and I see Rhoda with this nice man from Thimbletown booth, and she's having him do twirlies. Like, he's turning around and showing off this shirt, because it's a long story. But I mean, you never know what you're going to get when you go to a quilt show. So of course, I had to get it on camera.
To do the spin?
You gotta do the spin again. I love it. That is a gorgeous shirt. Okay, where are the fabrics? Are they here?
No.
Oh.
But you can get them on the website.
Oh, there you go. So this is Thimbletown. Let's look at what Thimbletown has.
You can make me a shirt.
Ooh, fat quarters. We like fat quarter bundles. And that's Tim Holtz too. I got to.
I've got a.
Ugly one my son wants me to make.
And there's the website too.
Oh, yep.
You guys need that. Oh.
Sure.
What's the website?
Thimbletown.com.
Thimbletown. I got it.
How much is it a gift? Thank you.
I'm looking at your booth. I'm showing off your booth.
Oh, thank you. I'll slide that in there for you.
Oh, awesome. You are. What's your name?
I'm Jeremy.
Hi, Jeremy. I'm Rona. Nice to meet you.
She's Rona the Riveter.
I am. I have a YouTube channel and a traveling quilter blog and all kinds of fun stuff. I am on the internet too much. Look at those. These are so cute. Oh my gosh. So fun. I'm always interested to see how people set up their booths, because, like, look at this cute basket. Isn't that great? And a lot of people don't even notice. like the baskets and the boxes and stuff like that. But the booth wouldn't be the same without them. Hi, I'm not live. I'm just filming.
That's okay.
Look at that cute basket. Goes with the chicken pattern I just bought. I have to show you guys the chicken pattern too. Ooh, what's that one? Starlight Quilt Kit. These are so cute. Oh, look at those. She is fun. I love that. I'm gonna have to look at that. What is this? Okay, so she is... Oh, it's a panel. She is very cool. They have a lot of fun stuff at this booth. Thimbletown. We're gonna have to... Everybody go check out Thimbletown. These are bed quilts. These are bed quilts.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, that's a wedding ring.
I'm starting to learn the terminology.
The lingo. You're getting
The
with
lingo.
Getting
with the lingo.
Getting with the lingo. There's an Irish chain. Let's show it. Talking about it. Let's show it. That's a gorgeous Irish chain. Ooh, look at this one. This one's really fun. I'm always drawn to these geometric shapes. I have a math brain. That's what I do. That's why quilting and I get along so well. Look at all this. I love these. This is obviously hand quilted. Gorgeously done here. I love all these little triangles. Love it, love it, love it. This one is Pine Burr, circa 1900. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm minding my own business with my phone and the camera, and we're walking around looking at all the quilts, and I turn around and see the most amazing quilt display that I think I've ever seen to date. Now, I'm actually a big fan of Danny Amazonas, who, if you've ever seen his quilts, he does these murals that are a lot of K-facet fabrics, and they're very busy fabrics, but he puts them together in just the most amazing ways. But the quilts are literal murals, and I have yet to see one in person, but this one came in a very, very close second. Holy, okay. So this is called Dune Seasons. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna come over here first. Quilts by Loveless. So we will look at the thing here. Okay. You ready for this? Here we go. I gotta back up a little bit so I can get it all. Make sure I'm not gonna hit nobody. Okay, here we go. Now, can you imagine putting all these different quilts together to make one giant scene? How amazing is that? Okay, I've just added something to my bucket list. But these are all individual quilts. But look how they line up. I mean, even the trees. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. And all the details in the grass. Gorgeous batiks. This is, I mean, just all that raw edge play there. I love it because that's one of the reasons I like using, this looks like there's raw and turned edge, a little bit in there, mostly raw edge. But I love how the raw edge literally gives that like natural, chaotic look, organization amongst chaos. If you look at the water and the sunset, it's just gorgeous. It's kind of how my brain works actually, is that organized chaos. Oh, look at that. Little islands back there. It's amazing. More trees. Oh, look how well she did those trees. That combination. No, that's the actual fabric. And then the stitching into it. Okay, now I have to find out if that's hand-dyed fabric for the tree trunk, or, because that's all solid piece of fabric. And then her stitching over top. That is so cool. And that use of color, just that little bit of purple pop behind there. Little remnants of the fall leaves. More gorgeous batiks. And then the sandbar. This is another one. Let's see if this is the same. Yep, this is the same. Where it's a solid piece. It's amazing. All right, so now we'll get the big long view from this side. All the way down. Just amazing. All right. Don't look now, but the husband type person has found his crowd and is actually having a good time. Okay, so I'm at, what booth are we at? We are at Carriage Country Quilts, and this sampler is hanging out. Look at this thing. I am in love with this sampler. It's called the boho sampler. Boho heart. That's what it is. Boho heart. So it's because it's in a heart shape. But look at that. Look at this. I'm in love with this mini Dresden. You see the mini and the owl? How fun is that quilt? Just loving it. And the little bunnies in the corner. And then of course this. So very cute. Home of the Brave. Very, very cute. Very cute. That's good. Okay, we are getting in people's way. That's what we're doing. Okay, we are at Material Girlfriends here. Patterns, kits, and a whole lot more. Very cute. Look at this little, isn't that adorable? So adorable. Oh, I love that sampler back there. Gorgeous. Okay, so these are super, super fun mini quilts. Got lots of patterns here. And there's Rhoda finding new friends as always. So that was our thimbles over there. Check this out. This is Sierra Sewing. These guys were actually directly across from me last year when I was working at this show. All the gorgeous long arm machines. Look at this Janome. Super fun. I love him! Oh my gosh. That is so cool. I like playing with long arm machines. Okay, so we have all the fun booths over there on the other side. Kind of do a panoramic here. This is actually a really good show this year. They did, this is the first year in the convention center, but they did a really good job with the setup, I think, and laying everybody out. There's another fun vendor. Well, let's go see who it is. Oh, they got a fun teddy bear. Teddy bear, teddy bear. Oh, here's that's the Elena quilt. I love those batiks. Gorgeous fabrics. On a bag. Look at that one. That is a super fun Tula bag. I love it. Where are we? Oh, there's the name. Can you read the name? What does that say? Is that Sierra Sewing? Is this Sierra Sewing?
Yep.
This is, oh, cool. So this is the actual fabric department of the Sierra Sewing Quilt Shop. Oh.
Yeah, that one it does come with.
Very cute. I love these.
Placemat.
Love, love, love.
Placemats or a table runner.
Merging by viewpoints. So, check out this here. Very cool. Oh, I love those. I love those. Lily pads. Of course I'd be drawn to the lily pads. This guy's mindset. I love it. Oh, look at the detail on this one. That is amazing. I love the loose threads. They're tacked down, but they're still, I'm not sure if you can see that, how they're kind of loose from the top of the quilt. That's amazing. The texture and depth there. And all this The twisted threads. What's this one called? Passion flower? These are very cool. Oh, there's one right up my alley. I definitely like the raw edge. Oh, that's, what is this called? Urban Decay? This is amazing. I would never have thought to use burlap on a quilt like this. Oh, those gorgeous gold leaf. That is just amazing. But I love the look of how the raw edge pieces, how they're just left to kind of hang where they will. It's amazing. So, setup day for their Quilt Show Reno, I actually had a friend that was working the show, so I offered to help, kind of help get her stuff to the convention center, help her get set up, that sort of thing. So we're walking in the back door, or the big bay door, and what lies directly in front of us is the greatest thing ever. It was the Quiltmobile, an actual RV camper that was turned into a quilt shop on wheels. Now, being the traveling quilter, that I had to find out more about this amazing Quiltmobile. Okay. Here we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Quilt Show Reno. I'm here with the fabulous Nadine, and look at this. The Quiltmobile is literally a quilt shop on wheels. So, Nadine, tell me about this amazing thing and how it came about.
All right. Well, I owned a quilt shop several years ago, and we traveled to a quilt show, and I just thought that a quilt show, Quiltmobile on wheels to travel, it's just the cuteness factor of it. I always had a vintage trailer in mind to do this, and it's just been a lot of fun. We've been really had the idea rolling for quite a few years, ever since I closed the quilt shop. So we came about with that, and the Quiltmobile. It just had to be named the Quiltmobile. So.
Oh yeah, it's like an amazing idea, and of course, I travel all over the country, so the idea of having a quilt shop that's on wheels is just amazing. So okay, first we got to get this out of the way. So what all do you have inside and outside, of course?
Absolutely. So what the plan is, and on this show, usually we're a little bit further out, but we try to have a little flow. So therefore we put our suitcases, we try to go vintage suitcases, we decorate those up. And so try to keep a little bit of flow. It gets a little crowded inside the Quiltmobile during busy hours. And so we try to keep a little bit to shop outside. And then the La Creme is on the inside of the Quiltmobile, and I would love to show you that as well. But it's just a little bit of our cell fabrics. We do a lot of 1-yard cuts. We do everything pre-cuts because we as far as setting up a cutting table and all that good stuff, it's really a challenge to take all that. So we do everything pre-cut. We have 5-yard cuts in there that are all grouped together in the same line of fabrics, and those are a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll get some. We'll take a look at those, and I can show you those, because that is a brilliant idea. I saw those yesterday inside there. They're fantastic.
Yeah, that's been a good one.
Yeah. So, how far do you? Well, first of all, you're located here in Nevada, right?
Yes.
In Winnemucca.
Yes.
So, how far do you travel with the mobile?
We've gone. It depends. If we can do a 2 or a 3-dayer, we don't mind traveling. But to go set up for a 1-dayer, it takes me a day to set up, and and the expenses, fuel. It just depends on the distance and how many days we're willing to travel to go to various places. But it just has to be a right combination of the longevity of the craft show.
Right. So mostly out here on the west side for right now.
Yeah.
Do you have goals or plans to try and stretch across the U.S.?
Absolutely. We pull this cute thing with a truck with a cab over camper. So this is my plan in the future. I want to do an overflow, have my truck filled with our wraps that we do, and do a road trip. Have enough stock because. After a 3-dayer, it kind of makes a dent in what we have. So if we do it over the road, across the states. I'd love to travel and have the stock to just revamp and go to different places instead of coming back home and, with the distance problems there. But yeah, have enough to stock up and do a whole road trip all around the states.
So I know you guys have a Facebook page. You have a website where people can find you.
Yes.
What's your website?
www.thequiltmobile.com. And I want to do a shout out to my Real RV Facebook group that we're a part of. Just absolutely wonderful. Shout out to Rona for doing this, a traveler quilter. And it just makes it so much fun. Quilting is just I was telling my husband on the way in today, quilting is a craft that you will never see die. It's been hundreds and hundreds of years old. Our antiques quilts are just to be highly valued and cherished, and I just don't see it as ever being a dying craft, an art that we have here. And the ladies that have hung up their quilts here at the show are just amazing. They're just an art gallery here, and it's wonderful.
Okay, your shout out to that, is that the RV Quilters group?
Yes.
I am also a member of the RV Quilters group on Facebook. I love that absolute fantastic group.
Yes.
Okay, so you are a quilter?
Yes.
What kind of quilting do you like to do?
I like to I'm a lodge rustic, and so I love the primitive style.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I've tried to do here, this is a primitive quilt that we have over here. I don't know if you can see it here.
If not, we can get a shot of it.
Right now.
No, it's fine.
That's my style, but I tried to put a little modern, country, brights and whites in here as well. A little combination, but my favorite is the primitive, the lodge style quilting.
Yeah, that's awesome. How long have you been quilting?
Oh gosh, I would say well over 20 years. I do have a friend that introduced me to the rotary cutting part. Tyra, I worked with her, and she introduced me to this maybe 10 dozen years ago. And but before that, we were sitting at a quilt frame and quilting and doing it, with templates and stuff with our scissors.
Yeah.
And so now it's just a whole new world. She opened up my eyes, so I give her all the credit for me diving back into this. So that's just been great.
That's amazing. I wish you all the luck, because this is absolutely one of a kind and fantastic. So now we are going to go inside and show you guys what the inside of this amazing quilting mobile looks like. Okay, ready?
Let's go.
Okay. And that's it for the Reno Quilt Show 2022. Thanks for joining us.